Welcome to Great Things Tampa Bay, the podcast about great eats, great places, and great people in the greater Tampa Bay area. I'm your host, Kyle Sasser, and I'm joined by my lovely wife, Abby. Say hello.
Hello.
Yep. So she's joining me on this podcast. We're going to mix it up a little bit. This is episode 9. We're calling it Tarpon Redo. Thanks for inviting us along on your commute, for putting us in your ear. Or maybe you're just out there cleaning out your gutters, dreaming about what better things you could be doing. If that's the case, then I would like to say thank you for giving us a listen. Come talk to us on social media. You can go to our website, which is greatthingstb.com. That's greatthingstb.com. On there, you'll see the Get Social link. Just click on that, and that'll take you to Instagram, Facebook. You can send us some messages, emails, whatever. And we also have a new thing that we set up. You can call and leave us a message. Leave us a voicemail or send us a text message. Text us a voice memo, all sorts of cool stuff like that. So just call that phone number, 727-440-4455. I promise I will not pick up and answer it and accost you. It is just a voicemail number, and you can leave us a review or tell us something we can improve. Maybe you just want to throw an insult at us. That's perfectly fine as well. So without further ado, segment 1, the loot. A few weeks ago, we went up to Tarpon Springs, as I'm sure you remember, and we were kind of had a mixed feelings about it. Like, the sponge docks were kind of kitschy and touristy, right?
Right, yeah. Absolutely.
Like, it's lots of t-shirt shops, sponges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even I got sucked in.
Soaps, yeah.
I bought a few.
And we did buy a sponge, and it's apparently awesome.
It really is awesome.
So high praise for the sponges.
Yeah.
One of the places we stopped at on the way back from the sponge docks was Unique Finds, which was this antique shop. And tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, I was super excited when I saw it on the drive in. So when we were leaving to go, I'm like, we have to stop at that shop and go check it out. So when you walk in, immediately, whoever set up the first room did a beautiful job, and it totally sucks you in. Really cool furniture, some reworked items as well. I think they have vendors set up inside. They all have their own little cubby areas, which I like because you can definitely see the styles range as you meander through the place. But I love French Provincial or early 1900s, so it was really speaking to my heart. And we found a few things that we really couldn't live without. So I was super excited about it.
Wait. You found some things that you couldn't live without. I don't think I got anything out of this. So, okay, well, what did you find on the first trip to Unique Finds up there in lovely Tarpon Springs?
Well, the first thing I found was directly when I was walking in, I saw this huge, carved wooden frame that was empty, and I was immediately drawn to it just by the pure size and the detail to it. The lady that was working that afternoon, I asked her, oh, is this for sale? I don't see a price on it. And she said, we just got that in. I'm not sure, the owner's out of town, but, I can give you a call when he gets back in. So I kind of left it there because I wasn't sure how much it was going to cost, if it was going to be like $50, if it was going to be like $600. I didn't know, how old it was or its worth. And it was really pretty awesome.
Yeah, and this is a very large and heavy picture frame.
Extremely heavy. Takes 2 people to lift it. It's really something. And then as we walked around and walked through, we came upon this really gorgeous fountain, and it looked like it was cast iron and oxidized copper. It was really, really something, and the detail on it was magnificent, and it even had engraved in it that it was from Austria, which we were like, what?
Yeah,
so
crazy.
we asked the lady at the counter about it, and she said, yeah, it was a fountain that was in Austria, and one of the artists has the little areas, I guess, had put some paint on it or refinished it in some fashion, and they did such a beautiful job, and I was like, yeah, we have to have that. Yep. So it was really cool.
Yep, so Unique Finds, definitely worth the trip, would you say?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, my lovely wife, Abby, she actually woke me up in the morning and was like, do you want to go up to Tarpon Springs, go back to Unique Finds again? And, it was said with that tone where, it's either...
It wasn't a question.
It's do or die sort of thing, so...
It gets addicting, let me tell you, and that place is definitely worth your trip.
This last time we went up there, we also went to Finders Keepers.
Yes.
Which is sort of like this downtown area. Like, there's Tarpon Springs Sponge Docks, which is where all the tourists and everything goes. And then there's the actual, Tarpon Springs downtown, which is the old section there. And that's where we mainly hung out this time.
Yes.
Yeah, so Finders Keepers, this antique shop. It's pretty cool. We found... What would you say was their specialty there?
They had some really great furniture pieces. I would say probably mostly was their china and all of the plates and different settings that they have. I know a lot of them. When I was speaking to the owner, she was saying it was from her personal collection, but she sold most of it, but she still looks when she goes and she finds these items at estate sales. That's what I think she curates the most with, I would have to say, would be some china pieces and then some curio cabinets and things of that nature.
Not to speak too disparagingly, but I feel like most like antique shop owners kind of start off as like, they buy up a ton of stuff that they like personally for their own house. And then they're like, man, I got a ton of shit. And then they, they need to clean out some stuff. So they're like, I'll just open a shop up. We did actually get something from Finders Keepers there. And we got a cruette set, which is a word I didn't know. But apparently what that is, this thing was from like the 1930s?
1930s, 1940s.
It's from the 1930s, and it's on like this Lazy Susan looking thing with the handle that comes out. It was originally plated silver, but it's been polished to death, but it still looks cool.
And it was actually a replica after some pieces like that are actually of the Victorian style era.
Yep.
So then.
Yeah, and it has like 6 or 8 glass bottles with stoppers in it, and you put like oils and salt, pepper, oil, vinegar. Very, very cool. Next we went to a place called Court of
Two Sisters.
Court of Two Sisters and the Upper Courts. This place was bananas.
It was really something.
Tell us what was magical.
I'm a huge fan of chandeliers, and they had quite the array hanging in there. They were absolutely stunning and beautiful. And I was excited in each room we went into to look up and to stare at them and to see what they had hanging. Also, I'm a huge fan of jadeite, which I think most girls are who like antiques.
Yep, and jadeite, for those who don't know, it's kind of like this glassware. It's like a milky green
color
sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it's really striking to see. So
it really is.
If you're not familiar with it.
And it's, usually pretty pricey, and I was actually surprised to see that she had so many pieces, because a lot of people, when they find it, they keep it and they don't want to give it up, which is completely understandable because of the sheer awesomeness of it. So I loved that place. And then when you went upstairs, they had all these rooms set up with some really huge, heavy furniture pieces. I mean, they were pretty...
Yeah, it's like it used to be... It looks like it used to be like a tenement or a hotel or something like that.
Yeah, some sort, where it was like, just the rooms and the bathroom would have been at the end of the hallway or something. It was really, really cool.
Yep, old building, wood floors.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
So that was kind of like the wow factor.
Yes.
The jadeite and the chandeliers. And then there was a few crazy factors that I noticed. Quite the military collection there of World War II. They had like some reproductions, but the authentic stuff was very impressive as well. Went beyond just your normal medals and all that good stuff. They also had this completely insane porcelain sculpture of Cinderella stepping out of the carriage, right?
Yes, into the ball.
Yes, and like when I say that, you're thinking of like this little, like as seen on TV, like
figurine.
Yeah, like,
singular.
Yeah, like 3 payments, $19.99. No, this thing was almost $20,000.
It was massive.
It was like 4 feet long.
Yes.
And like 2 feet tall. Exquisite detail. Absolutely ridiculous. If you're in Tarpon Springs, it's worth it to go there just to see that ridiculous thing.
The showcase of this thing. It's unbelievable. I can't believe somebody made it.
Yeah.
And I can't believe somebody bought it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even know how they even thought it up. It's magical, and yet it's like, what the hell would you do with that?
Like, what was the thought process? It was like, hey, it'd be a good idea. Let's make this huge porcelain thing and then sell it for like $40,000.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
They also had a couple other knickknacks, like old stuff. There was a 1930s Bat Cave pennant, which was a favorite of mine. It's from my favorite area up in Asheville. But overall, can't recommend it enough. It's called Court of the Two Sisters. And then the upper court is the upstairs where they have all the furniture and stuff. Mm-hmm. So go check it out. Segment 2, food. Alright, so while we were up in Tarpon Springs, we were walking around kind of hungry. Started looking around for a place to eat. I pull up Yelp, which, I know some people don't like Yelp, but, sometimes they get things right. And in this case, they definitely did. We found this restaurant up there. It's called Olive the World. Olive spelled like olive oil. And it had 5 stars on Yelp, and each one of those was absolutely deserved.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I was so hungry, and when we were walking up this little Main Street area, I saw a pizza place at the end, and I'm like, let's just go grab a slice. And Kyle's like, no. I found this place on Yelp. We're gonna walk around the corner. We're gonna check it out. And at that point, I was like, just get me to food. I was starting to get a little hangry. We went around the corner, and we walked about halfway down the block, and it was kind of just obscure, just there. It was in a weird, I wasn't even expecting to even walk up on anything at that point.
Yeah, it's a little side street there.
And then it was, when you walked in, it was 2 higher tables, and then down the middle was a big row of olive oils and a huge stand and all different things. And I was like, is this a market or a deli? You know, maybe it's not really a restaurant. And then there was little tables set up, and then the nicest people greeted us and sat us down, and we started looking over the menu, and our eyes both just got as big as saucers, and we kind of looked at each other and we're like, yes. And I was like, thank you for finding this place. I already know it's going to be amazing.
Yep. So it's pretty much a family operation from what we gathered. Like,
yeah, her husband is the chef.
Yep, husband's the chef.
She runs the front of the house.
Yep, and I think that was their daughters.
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
They were adorable, and they were very
sisters.
sweet. Yeah, they were definitely sisters, and they were so cute.
Yep. And the food was ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
So the first thing we got was the watermelon.
It was a watermelon caprese salad.
You know, the watermelon was crisp and fresh. The mozzarella was on point. The basil was good.
You know, when I've had that in the past, I've always had, compressed, and it's, stacked, and it, looks really pretty. And this was actually a slice of watermelon with the, the mozzarella in the middle, and then the sprinkled basil. And I just kind of looked at it, and I was like, oh God, I hope this is good. This was my idea to order this. And I'm like looking at Kyle like, okay. And then she said, oh wait. And she walked over and she poured out of the center area some olive oil, and she walked back over and she said, this is a white watermelon strawberry balsamic that goes delicious on it. You have to pour it over. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it set that thing on fire. I wasn't even sure how it was going to taste. I knew it would probably be good, but I wasn't really sure with the presentation. I was like, I don't know about this.
Because it was just a slice of watermelon with a piece of mozzarella on top.
Yeah,
and then some basil.
And then when she poured that on there, and it was so amazing.
So they have olive oils infused, and then they have balsamics that are also infused. So once we found that out, we kind of went bananas. I think we ordered like 3 courses.
4, if you want to count dessert.
What was the one you ordered? Not the rib one. What was the first?
We ordered the gorgonzola gnocchi. The best gnocchi I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
They make it handmade there.
Cooked to perfection. The gorgonzola was delicious. Everything about it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 12.
So if you go there and they have it on the menu, you got to get it.
It actually wasn't on the regular menu. It was on their special menu. Yeah. So if I were you, I'd make sure I'd make it up there soon before it finds its way off the specials menu. It's that amazing.
Yes, it was. And I know gorgonzola and gnocchi sounds kind of boring, but trust me, it's definitely worth it. One of the other courses we had was the rib.
The short rib.
Short.
Handmade raviolis.
Yes, short rib raviolis. And that came with
a cognac sauce.
And then afterwards, I have a little bit of a sweet tooth. So we got the hibiscus cheesecake. Yes, which was absolutely delicious. They had quite a few to choose from. They had, like the peanut butter ones and, a few others to choose from.
Or like 6 total.
Yeah. They brought out the whole tray, showed them to you. They're all handmade. They're definitely not off the back of a Cisco truck like they make them there.
They're beautiful.
And the hibiscus one, it sounds weird. It had like a light purple to it. And then they drizzled
a hibiscus balsamic. It was insane. So delicious.
It was delicious. Definitely take the time to make it up there. Enjoy the food.
Yeah, it's definitely given me a new appreciation for olive oils and balsamics, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's delicious. Segment 3, let's get personal. So we actually put in an offer on a house here in St. Petersburg.
On a new house.
Yep, a new house. And the offer was accepted, so we're under contract as of today.
Yep.
So our effective date will be tomorrow. And it's pretty exciting. It's we'll be giving some more details a little bit later on, and we've been doing some live video on Facebook. So, if it interests you at all, you can look us up on Facebook. I'm on there under Kyle Sasser. You'll see my bright shining face. And it's a cool old house. It was built in
1913.
Yep, built in 1913. It's been updated with the air conditioners are new from last year. The electric's pretty up to date.
All new windows, newer roof.
Yeah.
New kitchen and baths.
Yep, it's a good looking house.
Beautiful.
So we're really excited and looking forward to it. Quite a bit of work there, I'm sure.
This old house.
Yeah, landscaping and luckily the bones seem to be pretty well put together. But there's always the unknown.
Yeah, we'll know more after the inspection and appraisal and all that good stuff.
Yep, so we're going through the process. So it's stressful.
Stay tuned.
But it's funny though because my wife, she's been in real estate for 7 years, 6, 7, 8 years. Countless contracts that she's assisted with the process. Oh, excuse me a second, the dog's going nuts. Hey, leave that cat alone. Yeah, it's a little different when you have to put your name on it and put some money with it, right?
Think nothing of it. I hand them over every day. We close 50 transactions or so a month.
Yeah.
I think nothing of it. And then we write one up and I'm all anxiety written and like, oh my God, freaking out. I'm really excited about it. It gives those words and numbers on the paper all new meaning for me.
She bought the house before it was bought.
It's true. I would have paid more. Don't tell him.
And I was like, whoa, hey, calm it down a little bit there. Let's look at this. Let's look. So, and the other cool thing that we did recently was up in Tarpon Springs, down there by the spring. Not the Sponge Docks, not downtown, but just a little bit to the west of downtown. There's an area there next to the spring where the Gulf comes up, and just some beautiful houses there.
Really, really amazing. If you go the opposite of where the downtown area is and you go towards the water, these are older homes, but they are the most gorgeous I've seen in a long time, and they're lined up one after the other, and they follow the water line around, so yeah. It's definitely a nice little drive.
Like the one is 2 stories. And just the porch that wraps around is probably like 1,400 square feet.
Yeah, it's Victorian style. And the millwork on it is insane.
So when you're up in that area, checking out all of the world and some of the antique stores.
Absolutely.
Yep. Just take a little drive down there around the Springs Bay, I think it was called.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Segment 4. Let's get grammatical. So the singular of spaghetti is spaghetto, and I'm not making that up. So, and my wife, she believes that's why they named SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, because it's actually spelled out like that. And then I was like, oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so there's many layers to Chef Boyardee's genius.
Even though it's disgusting.
Hopefully Chef Boyardee is not listening to this.
No, I hope not.
So I'd like to thank all of you for sharing great things Tampa Bay with your friends and family. It's with your support that we have been having the success that we've had, having more listeners than ever, episode over episode. So definitely keep it up and keep sharing. So if you haven't had a chance to share us yet, go to our website, greatthingstv.com, and on there you will see links there. You can share us on your social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Are you looking for your own great place in Tampa Bay? Maybe just want to talk about real estate. Maybe you want to tell me what you think of the current market conditions. Think it's too hot or too slow? Give me a call, 727-300-2111. Or you can send me an email at kyle@sassergroup.com. That's KYLE at SASSERGROUP.com. I'd be happy to talk with you, help you find your perfect home or your great place here in Tampa Bay. If you would like to comment on this podcast, maybe tell us how awesome or how horrible we are, you can go to our website, greatthingstv.com, and click on the Get Social link up at the top, and there you'll find links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter profiles. You can send us an email. And we also have our new feature where you can call and leave us a voicemail. You leave us a review, a suggestion for some stuff we need to check out, or maybe just want to call it up and vent about your day, whether good or bad. Share a success, or just whatever you're feeling. Give us a call at 727-440-4455. You can also find show notes, recaps, transcripts, and other goodies at our website, greatthingstv.com. And as always, we ask that you subscribe to us on iTunes or Google Play. On one of our future episodes, we might cover how many armadillos there are in Auberdale. So if that question intrigues you, just be sure to subscribe to us and keep listening. So thanks for listening to this episode, and we'll see you next time.